Integrative Behavioral Couple Therapy is a form of behavioral therapy for couples that integrates the goals of change and acceptance, aiming to foster adaptive emotional reactions to apparent incompatibilities between partners.
Oh my god, your clothes are all over the floor again.
I know, but I'm late for work.
Okay, but they're all over the floor.
Can I just do it later?
No,
Like,
do it now.
I don't
Do it
have
now.
time.
To illustrate the theory and practice of Ibct, we will take a look at one couple's dysfunctional relationship. This is Ashley and Ron. They're dealing with a frustrating incompatibility of living style habits.
While traditional behavioral couple therapy considers problematic behavioral interactions to be the primary cause of marital dysfunction, IBCT considers the greatest harm in marital relations to be excessively negative emotional reactions to unresolved incompatibilities rather than from the differences themselves. To combat this, therapists emphasize emotional acceptance of differences as the basis for concrete change.
Tell me what's going on. Why are you guys fighting?
We're here because he's so narcotic. He won't even let me.
She's very, very messy. All the time.
But I don't
She's
have
all over
time.
the
I
floor.
work. I don't
And
know
how do
how
you
to
live like that?
I don't understand why it bothers you. I just don't
There's
understand.
always stuff. I trip on things all the time.
Maybe you should watch where you're
They're
going.
they're just leave things on the floor. It's not that hard to pick them up.
But who has time to pick them up?
I do. It takes like 2 seconds.
Okay, I work a lot.
Are you trying, are you telling me I don't work enough?
No.
In empathetic joining, the therapist aims to foster an empathetic connection by enabling each partner to verbalize his or her vulnerabilities without the threat of resentment or defensiveness.
So now Ashley Roth is going to share his feelings while you sit here and listen to what he has to say.
I feel like she doesn't really care about keeping our relationship clean, like our house clean, and all she's thinking about is work and not really putting the time into, thinking about me, because I like when it's clean.
What do you think the deeper feelings are of that?
I mean, I feel like she's not putting as much as she could into the relationship. She's gone all day, and then she comes home and she doesn't have time to help out on the house where I'm there all day, and she just doesn't, respect my home.
So Ashley, I'm going to ask you to share your feelings while Roth sits and listens and doesn't say anything.
Okay, I think I get really frustrated because I feel like he continually criticizes me on not being messy and all of these things, and he doesn't see everything else that I put into the relationship. He always focuses on this one thing.
Why do you think you feel like he's always criticizing you?
Because as soon as I come home, he makes passive aggressive comments as to the room was messy or why wasn't the laundry done, and it's give me a break. I was at work. I try to build intimacy into the relationship in other ways, but all he focuses on is that one personality characteristic.
So what are you really feeling?
I'm feeling very underappreciated in the relationship.
Unified detachment takes an intellectual perspective in order to diffuse emotion and help the couple identify problematic patterns of behavior. Typically, the therapist leads the couple in describing and analyzing recurring frustrating marital interactions.
Tell me about some of the interactions that you guys have at home when it's messy.
Okay, so for example, in the mornings, I never know what to wear, so I lay out all of my outfits on the floor to pick which one I want to wear for the day, but then I never have time to put them back in the closet before I leave for work.
And I wake up and I look at the floor and there's all these clothes on it, and I just cleaned the house the night before and it's messy again.
Tell me more about why you just can't seem to figure this out.
Well, it happens all day, so at night after she comes home from work, she just puts all of her stuff from work all over the floor.
But I just want to come home and see him, so I don't even think about where I'm putting my stuff. I just lay it out, and then I want to spend more time with him.
So it sounds like to me, you both want to have an environment where you can relax and just come home, but you both have different views of kind of what that is.
Tolerance building consists of learning how to react less intensely when difficult interactions occur. This often involves the couple rehearsing negative patterns of behavior in a session with the therapist and experimenting with different ways to handle the situation.
So now we're going to role play an argument that you guys would have at home, but this time we're going to practice the skills that we learned and try to see the other person's side of the view and not get emotionally charged about this issue.
Okay. Wow, I see that all of your clothes are on the floor. Would you mind picking those up?
I totally understand, but right now I really have to run, so could I pick them up after work?
Okay, that sounds okay.
And maybe we could sit together and pick them up together and we could spend time together.
Well, that sounds great, and I could even help clean because I love to clean.
In summary, IBCT integrates the element of acceptance with the behavioral tradition of change.
Wow, those are some nice outfits you have all over the floor.
I know, but I went with this one today.
Oh, cool. Would you mind picking them up, maybe?
I actually really have to catch my bus, but could I come back tonight and they'll all be clean and we could work on it together?
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Sounds good. See you later, honey. Bye.
Sit there singing, she got the honey and I got some money to buy her a big bouquet. She got the love, it leaves me with nothing, it just